How can you wait all that long and lift the Premier League title without fans?
But we had fans. We had fans 2020. The first like that 1 game weeks. You're peddling rumors, bana.
Yeah, but kwa stadium li lift the trophy.
Lakini mafans waliona games kichezo the first 1 game weeks.
Huko na tulishinda mafans wa kuingia stadi. Maflare na manini.
Na shida yako ni gani tena kama tuko na mafans?
First, grading your season from A to F. A being the best, F being the worst. How would you grade your season?
No, nimestuka.
A very strong C.
C?
Very average.
Okay. Yeah. Give us some context why C.
Because first, when you ilianza, to be honest, I didn't force. Okay, tulianza with a lot of hopes. 3-1 in Man City. Then game ya kwanza ya Fulham. This is what happened in Nini. Then of course, draw. First I think against Bournemouth 9-0. And then it got to turbulence since then. So I was going to foresee. At some point, I think number 10, number 9, we're going to Chelsea. So I was going to observe European football. In fact, we're going to see anything. To go to India to reset. This coming season to Japan. But the second, let's say the last third of the season, we can't really have a bit of hope. We can't really make it top 5 whatnot. But of course, football being football at the moment. So you're kind of in a balance out here because we had a very bad start, but a very strong.
Give us your grade.
I think I agree with him. Strong C because being the most successful club in the English football, obviously we've won the most trophies than any other team in the UK. Na vile tulikuwa last season, the Champions League final, the Premier League final, they won the FA Cup, the Shade, the Carabao Cup, and now winning the league this season because our target was to win the league. Obviously, we feel disappointed, but we're the only team that can touch to with Man City. Arsenal cannot. Obviously, you guys are way below the rest of the people. Chelsea are nowhere to be seen. We were disappointed, obviously not like winning the league, not making top 4, but you can say, all in all, like he said, it's pre-Klopp era. But at least we beat Man United 7-0. That is the best moment of the season. Hata kama tuko Champions League lakini
tulipoja tu ndio highlight. Tulipiga Man United. Wewe tukapenda ndio highlight. Jatu mapendo highlight.
You know, next Thursday could fixtures inatokea Premier League. The first game mimi naangalia ni Liverpool versus Man United. Hapo tuko sure tuko na 5 goals and 3 points.
Yote tushahesabu.
Okay, there's a reason why you didn't have cups on this podcast because Liverpool finished the season without a cup.
We won the shield.
Anyway,
we beat Man City, a real team. You guys beat Newcastle with no keeper.
That's not a cup, that's a shield. There's a difference.
Okay, it's a trophy.
Hiyo Carabao yenu nafurahia sana.
You're trying to force that trophy issue, but anyway.
Sio sisi tunapeana, sisi tulipewa boda. Sisi mpige Man City finali tuone.
At least for once.
Si mlikuwa na Man City last week.
At least for once. Mjaribu muone.
Kwanza mlikuwa fans of Man City the entire season. Sasa umefika mchezo na.
At least for once, at least mwalize tu at least. Let's win something. For once against them. Before you come at us.
Ni mlipiga timu na keeper. The best Bruno in the league akua. Azimlipiga tu team too like.
Mshimaliza mbele ya hii Pep ya Man City ever. Do you know the feeling?
Well, this was a Liverpool season review.
Let me tell you, for 10 years.
Ni swali tunauliza tu. Because we are curious.
Okay, at least they've been between Manchester for 10 years. So it's not that bad.
But anyway, last season I think you played.
Mshafika 90 points.
Well,
ile season ya kushinda ligi, 97 points were better than Fergie's time.
Manze.
Well, football has changed since we won the league.
Well, yeah, it's
how many years are those?
When's the last time you won the league?
Who was the president of Kenya? Kibaki.
Hey, you're pulling at one.
That's all no this question.
Who won a trophy Manchester?
This was a Liverpool review. It has now turned to a Manchester.
Our best moment was against Man United.
But anyway, my next question. Last season, before the concluded season, you played 64 games. I think you won 61 games. And part of the game that you lost was dead rubber second leg against Inter Milan. What went wrong this season?
A lot of things went wrong. I think I keep on saying, in my opinion, let me speak about my opinion. I think Klopp tactically was found out.
So he's a fraud?
Not he's a fraud. He just didn't innovate. He's human. He's not a god. So when I feel up on the mistake alifanya, like tactic yake from the season prior that we almost won everything to this season he'll come. He didn't change much. He didn't innovate. Kitu I like about Pep. Pep ana innovate, ana change tactics nini. So I feel that's the part Klopp. By the time I'm gonna make changes a bit too late. The things he was making up on Akina Trent na nini. A lot of hope.
Which was a copy-paste of.
Which is a copy-paste, yeah. Nobody
Kwani
knows.
Pep owns the tactic. What do you mean
Hana
copy-paste?
copyright, hana
they came up
patent.
with it, so-
Hana
No,
patent.
kuna mtu ana own your
Hata
tactic.
so
Nika kusema ati tunaanza 4-3-3 because ile timu nyingine kuna 4-3-3.
hakuna mtu.
Hiyo ni
akona.
football Buddha.
No, but he's the one who came up with that idea.
Who told you that?
So it doesn't mean you can't copy it, but you credit
You're
him.
telling me
Hiyo
right now if you
ni-
study
hiyo
football from 1940 or during Pele's time, tutaangalia that Pep is the only manager to play an inverted right back.
Well, I wasn't there in the 1940s, but I can tell you certainly, the time that I've watched football, I've never seen an
That's not more
inverted.
than 20 years. I don't agree with you.
But anyway, continue what.
So it's very technical, but then technical too. I think then over reliance kwa kina Nunez. I think Ali hope. Of course, aku envision your injury at Diaz against Arsenal. So it forced Nunez to come and play certain roles that he was not supposed to play. So I think a lot of maybe tactical mishaps now, whatever. My injury just messed up our season. But it's just a bump on the road, nothing much. Tundogo kwetu. Tundogo.
Njiru, your season, what went wrong? Is this probably the worst season under Klopp?
Well, we probably could say so because when he came after season, probably can say we were 8th, but that was Bredan's first season. And then we made 4th, and then the Champions League finals, won Champions League, the Prem. But I think last season for us, I don't think his tactics went wrong. I think the personnel to implement those tactics were not there because the mistake that Klopp did was is reluctant to making changes. Not making changes like in the game, but during the season. Let's say like now we've sent McAllister, we're getting Kone and we're getting Thuram. But these players should have arrived
A lot earlier.
2 seasons ago. The players the personnel that we had during the season was not good enough. We were tired. The guys like playing 64 games Champions League, the Premier League, the FA Cup, the Carabao, the Shield. Guys are tired. We need fresh legs. Like in a Hendo, they're tired. Fabinho's tired. Gini, we never replaced him, and then Thiago is ever injured. So if we send these players early enough, I think we would have probably won the Prem this season. But now we didn't have those players because I think our main problem and probably our only problem was the big problem was midfield. Diaz injury spell, like you said. The other one, I think Jota's injury like really cost us because I think Jota was already into the team, and when he came back, you saw what we did. I think was promoted. He was nominated for Player of the Month in April. I think Jota's injury and not changing the midfield are the key things that cost us. Because if the midfield doesn't exist, Kina Van Dijk do not exist. And that's why Van Dijk has been caught a lot this season. The same with Trent. The right side, there's no Hendo, so there's no Trent. If there's no Hendo and there's no Trent, it means there's no Mohamed Salah. So which means the entire wing is dead and the entire team is dead. Man is gone. You need to bring you guys Nunez. I think Nunez hasn't done that bad for us. It's a new season. He's a kid from Portugal, Uruguay.
Nunez amefunga bao ngapi bado? Nunez alifunga bao ngapi? 9.
Almost the same with
Na
Gabriel.
Gabriel Jesus.
So it's not that
I
bad.
don't concentrate on people who are
Yeah, because of
below the
Martial.
top scorers table.
Ni swali tu.
So my point is the personnel, but the guys are now coming back. So I think we should be good to go for next season.
Speaking about Liverpool being dead, you didn't invite me for the Bayern. But anyway, you talked about lacking personnel, lacking the tools, especially for Jurgen Klopp.
Yeah.
Do you think that letting Mane go was part of the problem this season?
No. I don't think so. No. Simply put, no. No.
It was not part of
it was not part of the problem. It was never an issue.
Neutrals, rivals think Mane was the problem going, but
It was an easy excuse kusema Mane ndo alikuwa shida, but it was
and
not.
you know those are people who watch football, who watch Liverpool games like
Wanawatching
they see
highlights, or highlights,
They see Mane
highlights.
give the assist, but during the game, Mane could not beat a man. Mane is not giving the pass. Mane is not doing this. Guys are
Highlights.
frustrated. After the AFCON,
Good player,
he
but
number 9, he was scoring a couple of goals, but he was disappointing along the way. Liverpool fans understood it, and the other guys it's because they hate Salah, because Salah performs better than everyone else, so they tend to support Sadio Mane. So Sadio Mane leaving was not a problem to us.
For
It
me,
was the right time to replace
I
him.
partly think it was a problem because if you look at Liverpool's pressing this season, it wasn't in unison, especially with Darwin Nunez in the side. But with Mane, you pressed in unison and you kept teams under
But it's
pressure.
also because we had played very long with that kind of system, and Mane and Firmino and Salah. So when Mane Ali shared that, we're now with new personnel and new guys, of course, and as he's saying, the midfield is not, also the midfield that's pressing Ilishuka. It's not only on the Mane's left side.
Gino Wijnaldum was the key guy.
So who was the trigger, who was the pressing, Hakuwa anymore. So
And then Firmino go injured, Firmino
Yeah,
like
Firmino was
our main
injured.
guy. He's the one who's, let's say, getting Mane and Salah into the game. then he's out, he's injured.
So now you have a new front line.
Exactly.
With Salah, Nunez, I can't remember who's on the left side. It takes a bit of time. And I think that's you see Bas, Cavallo, Nani.
So it's a different team for us.
So I don't think the third part when Canadians walirudi kina Jota, that's where that last resurgence ya Liverpool kurudi.
Okay. Speaking of Mane's replacement, Darwin Nunez.
Yes, sir.
Your review?
Dawizi.
It's not Mane's replacement. Nunez is a number 9.
I mean, you brought him
Lucho. It's Luis Diaz who is on the wing. And then Sadio Mane was on Darwin Nunez should be the number 9.
Yeah, but there were times Mane used to interchange and become the number 9.
Yeah, that's true. But mostly would play on the wing though. Like when they came from the Cup of Nations in January last year.
Like basically anyone who can play across the front line is what Klopp utafuta.
Okay.
So on paper, yes, he's a bit of like a Mane replacement because you fans Mane zenda kusaidia kununua Darwin. First season in the Prem, 22 thereabout. I think scored 9 goals, 10 goals thereabout. A good B.
Considering some other people of Martial, Gabriel Jesus,
Weghorst.
I mean,
Weghorst.
Yeah.
Can we stick to Liverpool and stop talking about other teams?
We cannot.
So you play in a league and league has other teams. It has other teams.
But you see, like when you signed Darwin Nunez, he was also strongly linked with Man United actually. And you guys thought it was a coup for you to sign Darwin.
He'll come good. Even Gakpo, Kodiji. He'll come good. Even this guy that we've gotten now from Brighton.
But we were reviewing last season, not about he'll come good.
Listen. Gakpo was good.
Give us your review.
Gakpo, yeah, 7 alikuwa good. Gakpo, ile 7, he's good.
One game.
Oh no, he's good that game.
Jack,
he's good.
This guy wants to talk about. You want us to talk about Darwin Nunez? After
Give me your
one
review of
season.
Darwin Nunez.
He's only been here for one season.
No, it's a very strong
He's a
league.
kid. He came from another league. He was in
Hata Jingo
like
so.
you guys, Martial has been in the league for like 7 years, but on a struggle.
Where goes knows English?
I mean, this
Don't
was
Arsenal amekuwa na Pepe.
Give me your review about Darwin Nunez.
Out of 10, I would give him like, let's say 6.5, which is not that bad.
That's B.
I mean,
B.
injuries,
Injuries, red card, nini.
coming to a team with so much pressure. If he played for Arsenal, Man United, where there's no pressure.
That's
Like,
true. From the United, there's no pressure.
Because you play 7-8 goals. Uko kwetu hiyo ni failure hiyo ukikuwa na 7-8 goals. You see like Gabriel Jesus kuja Liverpool au Martial. Huyo sijui itakuwaje juu 10 goals are not enough for us.
Look at Salah, 19 goals, a very bad season.
In his bad season.
A very bad season for him.
So Darwin is not done that bad. And we still believe he can come good. That was the first season and that was one of our worst seasons. So imagine if he played like that, he got like 9 goals in our season.
But then I feel ni kama Mamba fans wengine are more pressed about Nunez than Liverpool fans themselves.
Exactly.
That's why we're super worried. Msijimbo mbona inawasumbua.
Those guys are worried about the midfield.
Should be worried why Wogo safungangi babao. Not our core against scoring goals.
How many forwards do you have? People who can start for your team. Jota,
Na wote wanafunga.
Luis Diaz, Nunez, Salah.
Jota starts ahead of Rashford.
How Jota is the best coach in the league?
Come on.
Hata Fabio Carvalho was ahead of Rashford.
Come on.
Buddha Jota starts for every Premier League team.
Jota.
Diogo Jota.
Ahead of Rashford.
By
Rashford
far.
nani bana?
Rashford ni nani sasa?
Rashford is not a baller.
What is Rashford? But it's true, what is a Rashford bana?
Jota starts ahead of Rashford.
Yeah.
Yes.
In which league? In which team?
In the Prem.
In the Prem, to be honest.
Who ndo future of Portugal side? Portugal kitakushinda World Cup ama Euros next year. Wachukue Jota kwa main man. Wachana na Cristiano.
Okay.
I mean the Prem is better than Saudi League.
Salah, 51 games, 30 goals, 16 assists.
That's a bad season, yeah. That's a bad season for Salah.
Imagine.
You see it for yourself. That's a bad season for Salah.
That is Rashford's best season ever.
Is there anything? Do you need to say more?
But why
do you need to say more?
Why should there be a comparison?
No, we're just showing you the switch.
Rashford and Salah?
It's context.
I just saying context. I was saying context. It's just context.
Yeah.
So at least for you, as a Man United fan, you can see where Salah lies vis-a-vis your own strikers. You get so that's the gap in quality.
Salah season.
Well,
Could
have done better.
He's done better. He's done better. This is it's a bad season for him.
Yeah, could have done better. I think we've seen what he can do in the Premier and in the Champions League. So I think for next season, if he scored those goals in his first season, the team's not performing well. You can only imagine next season atapata ngapi.
Salah or Saka, who had a better season?
Man, Salah.
Yeah, Salah scored. If you look at the numbers, definitely Salah beats Saka. But if you look at Saka's impact at Arsenal, I mean, they finished second back in the Champions League after a long time. So his impact is more than Salah.
Well, your question was different. You should ask me who had an impact in their team, like a bigger impact. But you see Arsenal went for number 2. Okay, listen.
I don't think we can even say at Saka had better impact, given the fact they actually bottled the league because Saka disappeared.
Disappeared in those 3 games.
The second half of the season.
Number 2,
the time we needed Salah more, he showed up.
Number 2 other players who showed up for Arsenal, Odegaard. I mean,
Trossard.
Martinelli.
We have to cover what Saka couldn't do.
Liverpool sometimes like peke yake hivyo. Anafunga moja.
One open na West Ham Saka lihata. Because West Ham lihata, amegana lihata Saka. It was West Ham.
West Ham, ile waliongea last year. Salah amekuja West Ham, amekuja Old Trafford akafunga hat-trick. The first player since Ronaldo number 9.
Like Saka since April, February jamona, to be honest. Hajakuwa. Look how many times have been knocked out of top competitions. Oh, Saka.
Well,
Saka is like...
Saka should be comparing to Anthony. Like how was this season? That's how you should be comparing them.
You see this
Saka
season
and Anthony, not Saka and Salah.
It's like our season for Sturridge, 2014.
I'm a Sterling up.
Okay, Raheem Sterling was a bit like wrong.
No, come on us.